Far behind at 11-2, but it looks like they're going to come in very competitive 2-mile chase. Let's join Peter.
12 fences to be jumped this time. Peter Anthony, the check colours, the first to show as they come to the first. Peter Anthony from Broad Beam and Hope End, and Outlaw over on the far side. Paddy Barr didn't jump it fluently in rear. Come down to the second. Peter Anthony from Hope End and Broad Beam, and Outlaw over on the far side with the breast girth. Then the sheepskin noseband Mick Cleore just showing behind them. Peter Anthony landed in the lead from Hope End and Bright Beam, and Outlaw on the far side. Mick Cleore nearest to us is Buckfast Abbey. Over on the far side, Annette's Delight, then Warner for Leisure, and then Amber Rambler, and finally Paddy Barra. And Peter Anthony and Peter Warner with a couple of lengths advantage here over Hope End and Bright Beam, with Outlaw on the inner and Buckfast Abbey, and then comes Mick Cleore and Warner for Leisure, and on the inside Annette's Delight, Paddy Barra and Amber Rambler. Into the third, Peter Anthony from Hope End and Bright Beam, and Outlaw and Buckfast Abbey and Mick Cleore. Hope End has gone there. Hope End has gone, very nearly brought down Warner for Leisure too. Hope End's okay, he's continuing riderless, haven't seen his rider rise yet. Coming down to the next, Peter Anthony from Buckfast Abbey over on the far side. Outlaw jumps well on the inner, and then Mick Cleore. Paddy Barra made a bad mistake there. Then comes Annette's Delight and Bright Beam, and Warner for Leisure and Amber Rambler as they run down to the first of the ditches now. Number 5. Peter Anthony from Outlaw and Buckfast Abbey and Annette's Delight. And then Mick Cleore jumps up well over on the outside. Warner for Leisure is getting a little bit closer. Amber Rambler has lost a couple of places. They come down to the water. Peter Anthony lands in the lead from Buckfast Abbey and Annette's Delight, and on the inside Outlaw going well. Then in 5th is Mick Cleore, then Warner for Leisure and Bright Beam on the inside, then Amber Rambler and Paddy Barra getting a little bit closer. 6 left to jump. Peter Anthony still with the advantage from Annette's Delight and Outlaw and Buckfast Abbey. Then comes Bright Beam and Mick Cleore, and Paddy Barra getting a little bit closer. Then Warner for Leisure and Amber Rambler, but not more than 6 lengths between first and last as they come to the 7th of the 12 fences, and Peter Anthony lands just in the lead from Annette's Delight going well, Outlaw going very well too still on the inside. Then Buckfast Abbey over on the outer, Paddy Barra and Mick Cleore as they jump the 8th. Peter Anthony there from Annette's Delight and Outlaw on the inner, and behind them Buckfast Abbey. Then Mick Cleore and Amber Rambler getting a little bit closer. The final ditch this, and Outlaw a beautiful jump there, jumps right up on the inside of Peter Anthony to take a fractional lead. Annette's Delight is in 3rd, and 4 is Buckfast Abbey. This is 3 from home now. Outlaw on the inside of Outlaw's a faller. He's gone there. Outlaw has fallen, and he leaves Peter Anthony in the lead. Horse and rider both up all right. Annette's Delight is 2nd. 3rd, making very good progress now, is Paddy Barra. Then Amber Rambler on the inside, then Buckfast Abbey. Then comes Warner for Leisure under pressure as they come down now towards the 2nd last in this Charles Davis handicap chase. And it's Peter Anthony over on the far side, lands in the lead from Annette's Delight. And Paddy Barra once again, a bad mistake there. Warner for Leisure's coming right into the picture now with Amber Rambler, but it's still this bottom weight. Peter Anthony with the advantage from Annette's Delight as they come down to the final fence now. Peter Anthony by a couple of lengths from Annette's Delight. Peter Anthony lands in the lead from Annette's Delight 2nd, then Warner for Leisure making a good run, goes into 2nd now. Peter Anthony being pressed by Warner for Leisure. Peter Anthony, Warner for Leisure as they race into the closing stages. Warner for Leisure beginning to get up on the near side. He's won it. Warner for Leisure has won it from Peter Anthony. 3rd is Amber Rambler, and 4 Annette's Delight, and 5 came Buckfast Abbey. Behind them came Mick Cleore and Paddy Barra, and so the result of the Charles Davis handicap chase is first, number 8. Warner for Leisure, owned by Terry Warner Sports, trained by Philip Hobbs and written by Peter Hobbs. 2nd was number 14, Peter Anthony, owned by Mr. Richard Hickman, trained by him and written by Peter Warner. And 3rd was number 1, Amber Rambler, owned by Mr. David Silverton, trained by Harry Wharton and written by Barry Walsh. 4th was number 7, Annette's Delight.